Hey everyone, it's your girl Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another bullet journal video, and I'm going to say I meant to film this video and upload it a lot sooner than this, but it's the holidays and things get a little hectic. But this today is going to be a video just all about how I used my bullet journal this year to prepare for Thanksgiving. Things are going to be a little hectic at my house, but super great. We're having about 17 people total that we're hosting this year, and it's going to be really fun. There's going to be relatives I haven't seen in forever, babies I haven't even met yet, so I'm super excited. But there's a lot of work that goes into hosting 17 people at our house. So today's video is all about how I made lots of lists in my bullet journal and what kind of spreads I used to help me get ready for this big day, and so that I could help make the day as easy as I could for my mom, since she's the one doing most of the work, honestly. Okay, so here we go, guys. The first spread that I knew I had to get done was the menu. That's the first thing that had to be finalized before we could do anything else. So you'll see this is a lot of boxes, but the way I organized it was by type of meal or type of food, so main dish or meat, side dishes, desserts, and beverages. And then I had a column for who's bringing what, because some of my relatives volunteered to bring things, and so we need to know for sure what's going to be served and who's bringing it and what we need to be responsible for. And then over here I left a section for notes. So these are things like how does it need to be cooked, when does it need to be started, and things like that. And so whatever's written in this note column really helped me later on when I made our cooking timeline to figure out when everything had to get put in the oven on the day of. That's honestly probably the hardest part about cooking a Thanksgiving meal. So as you can see, we've got lots and lots of options. We've got 2 turkeys this year because my Uncle Danny and my Aunt Patty wanted to bring a fried turkey, and we're gonna bake a traditional turkey. Then we've got all sorts of side dishes and some desserts that my grandma offered to bring, and my Aunt Cindy's bringing something chocolate because we always have to have something chocolate, and then some drinks. And so from there, once we figured out what we needed to do, I pulled out all the recipes I could find, which was really fun going through our recipe box. Some of the recipes in there have been passed on through generations, and they're all covered in food, and they've seen better days, but it's a part of history, you know? And so some of these recipes, it was really fun to look at because they've been passed through generations. Like I said, the stuffing is my great Aunt Ruth's recipe. Corn casserole my grandma has made for us every year, and we've had to modify the recipe even because one of the main ingredients that thickened it up was cracker meal, and they don't make that anymore. So we have to actually get crackers and grind them up and make our own cracker meal. But when it works, it's fabulous. So then once I had the recipes out and I had a list of all the foods that we were going to have, I went ahead and made our shopping list. So depending on how much we needed to make of each thing, and then once I made my shopping list, I tried to separate it by category, which would make it easier to use this list in the store. We're not just running around and you miss things if it's just a giant list. So it's separated by category and maybe what would be aisle in the grocery store. So we have meat, produce, like fresh produce, canned veggies, dairy items, frozen items. These items would all be around the baking aisle, crackers or cookies, things like that, some beverages, and then condiments and other miscellaneous stuff, and bread. So there's a look at my list. It's pretty simple, guys. These spreads took me like not even that long to make, and I try to make them a little cute, but like they're functional. That's the main thing. I just kind of went overboard with this really fun Thanksgiving washi tape that I had. So moving on, I have 2 more pages. The next one was the cooking timeline. I have this really cute washi tape that says thankful, and then this little pie sticker is from Cheyenne Barton's. I think it's her autumn cozy sticker set. I'll leave a description of it in the description box below. But this is the cooking timeline. So what we started with, I just kind of drew a line so we'd know when to do everything. Down here, 2 p.m. That's when we're trying to eat. So then we had to back everything up from there, looking at the turkey, how big it was, how many hours it had to spend in the oven. We determined we wanted to put in the turkey at 10:15, and so then we just kind of gather everything else around that. Putting the turkey in at 10:15, having it come out of the oven at 1:30, and so that gives it time to cool off and us time to carve the turkey. So everything else kind of went in around that. I think this is probably the most useful thing that we'll be using this Thanksgiving, because I think that's the hardest part about cooking a Thanksgiving meal, is trying to get and make room for everything in the oven and make sure that it all comes out at the same time so that everything is still hot when you sit down to eat. So hopefully this works. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And then the last thing, I just left myself a blank page on Thanksgiving to do. So this is just general items. This is also kind of a place where I had for brain dump. So like, oh, if I had something I needed to do, if my mom said, we need to do this, I would jot it down. So like, this is what we're going to cook on Wednesday. Things that can be done in advance. Prepare the stuffing, things that are in the fridge like deviled eggs, pumpkin pies, and strawberry jello mold. And then general to do, clean house. I could have even separated this into what needed to be clean. Like each room, each chore, dusting, vacuuming, sweeping, mopping, clean the bathroom, all things like that. But we just kind of wrote in general, clean house. And that's what I spent all day today, Wednesday, doing. And yeah, it's been a long day. That's why this video is getting filmed the night before Thanksgiving. But guys, that's what it's all about. And I'm super excited. Also, I just had a little thing for last minute shopping, like napkins and candles, and anything else we might think of in the moment. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I have 4 different spreads that I thought might be useful in preparing for Thanksgiving. My menu, my shopping list, our cooking timeline, and just a general to-do list. And I still have all this stuff in here where I can brain dump, even tomorrow morning as we're preparing for guests to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a blessed Thanksgiving, and try not to get too stressed about the details. Just remember that this holiday is really just about being thankful for what you have and spending great time with family. I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I will see you in the next one.